Hello everyone, this is ToadinWonderland. Welcome back to probably the last video of Batman Arkham Asylum. As a matter of fact, it actually is going to be the last video, because all I'm going to cover is the remaining riddles that I had skipped during my original playthrough of the story mode. Most of them were skipped either because I didn't have the right upgrade, or I decided to do the final boss before getting these first. But either way, for most of these you almost have to do it at the end of the game anyway, because you need the Ultra Bat Claw, like this one, which is an interview tape. Let's go ahead and listen to what it has to say.
Today I have another interview with Crane. I cannot say I am looking forward to it. I've been feeling anxious. I don't like to admit it, but I think he's getting to me.
How are you today?
I keep telling you, this is my session.
It was your session, Doctor, but not anymore.
Are you okay, Doc? I think... yes,
Oh, he's fine. Just questioning his grip on reality. You should be doing the same any second.
Huh? Is that you? Wait, what are you doing? Get off of me. Help! I need help here! I can't breathe!
Like I said, you're all part of my experiment now.
So that was Jonathan Crane before he became the Scarecrow. And I sped this up here because it's literally just right in the next room to get to the next riddle. I believe this is actually the last character bio we did not get yet. It'll be this one right here. It requires the cryptographic sequencer and the line launcher as well. You need both to get through because there's electric flooring there. I've already tried before. It's very difficult to get across without the line launcher. Almost impossible, actually. But you'll see it says strange files right here. You can just scan that, and you get the character bio for Hugo Strange, who actually has a major role in the sequel, Arkham City. It's a little strange that they revealed this so soon, but it's just video game logic, I suppose. Oh, by the way, if I haven't mentioned, this is an Arkham Mansion. I think that's obvious based on the aesthetic design of the rooms that we're in, and I had to make a cut here so that I could get on to the next one. You also need the Ultra Bat Claw for this one. This is the room right across from where I was just at with Aaron Cash, actually. But as I said, you just need the Ultra Bat Claw, and there's Riddler trophy up in that little alcove. And just a lot of these, I actually did have to do a lot of these right now instead of later because a lot of these riddles unlock the challenge mode challenges, and we could have solved this riddle the first time before, but I was stupid. There's a question mark right there that you can align to scan. It's the room right before the library, actually. And you also need the cryptographic sequencer to get in this little room, which has another interview tape, actually. This is the last one for the Scarecrow. Let's go ahead and listen to what it has to say.
Asylum interview 1. My experiment is underway. Working alone, I have created my ultimate fear gas. Its potency, a revelation.
They're all over me! Please, Daddy. Don't do it!
Keep on. I have pumped enough gas into the medical center to break 100 minds. It should only be a matter of time before... What?
Give it up. Now!
How are you still standing? How come it's not affecting you?
Who says it's not?
I knew it. What was it like? What have you seen?
Officer Cash, get this formula to the air conditioning system now. You failed, Crane. Again. I've been working with Dr. Kellogg in creating an antidote to the toxins in your cologne. He fooled you, Crane. How does that make you feel? Threatened? Humiliated? Scared?
I like how they said that to the Scarecrow right there. And we were actually finished with Arkham Mansion, so I went to the Botanical Gardens. This is that hidden room where you had to sneak through to find an alternate way to get to the Joker when he was in the secret lab. And this was the one I tried to get several times. You could see I zoom in here. Along the wall there actually is a ledge you can grab. That's how you're supposed to do it. I thought I tried to do that, but apparently I failed the first time. But if you remember, during my playthrough of the story, it took me forever to attempt that. And here's a Chronicle of Arkham.
Curse me for a fool. How could I not see it until now? The monster had a confederate. I hid in the darkness near his cell, and saw with my own eyes one of the doctors whispering to him. She looked at him through the transparent barrier with tenderness, with, dare I say, desire. My skin crawled with revulsion as she kissed the glass. Fighting the urge to dash the woman's head through the glass, I let her continue. The damnable clown might have shared secrets with her that would be useful once the mad dog has been executed. I'm sure the woman will reveal what she knows to me. If not willingly, then certainly under electronic persuasion. After that, a lobotomy, I think. Unfortunate for one so young. But her lust has put the reputation of Arkham at stake. Yes, a lobotomy. The very thing. There is no other way to ensure her silence in this regrettable matter.
That was very deep, and it's safe to assume that was Harley Quinn that he was talking about. There's also another Riddler trophy you can get. It requires the Ultra Bat Claw. Surprise. That's why I couldn't get it the first time I was through here. You can use it to pull down this wall. It's between the gaps, like right above where you go to the door. Now I had to speed up here because I fell. And not only that, I figured the visual might help you see what I was talking about as well. This room is enough to drive you bats, so to speak. And don't get me wrong, I actually love the side quests of games. I love doing them. Recording them is another story, though. I have to admit. And especially editing. I actually should change my wording to that. Editing alone is what kind of does it. Because I had to make so many cuts and fit so many things in at once. And just find the right place to put everything. And again, you need the Ultra Bat Claw. You go back to the room where you got the line launcher, actually, which you also need again to access another Chronicle of Arkham right there in the secret lab.
Yet again, I found myself watching him. No one can provide a cure. He laughs in the face of those who try. Amadeus would not have let him live. And neither should I. One last sip of cognac, and I was ready.
That was much shorter compared to the last one. The last one, my goodness, that took a while for him to get through. But here's how you have to use the line launcher to get back out of there as well. And that's actually it for the Botanical Gardens. There's no other riddles left. So I headed to the caves. You have to go to Arkham North and access the caves through that cliff area that you had to the first time you entered the cave area. That's actually the only way to enter the caves at this point in the game. But if you go back to Killer Croc's lair through that door that Batman was able to open miraculously, you need the Ultra Bat Claw again to get another Riddler trophy, which I'll go ahead and grab. And there's not too much more left, actually. The next cut I believe I make, you go to, yes, this main room where the water supply is at, that we've passed through a couple times already. The line launcher was required to get this trophy. I could have got it earlier when I was in here, but I forgot about it. Oops. But I got it that time. And I make another cut here. This is the top of the water room. I could have I cannot believe I missed this. This is the Riddler's Secrets map. It was in that room the whole time. I got so mad that I just hit the TV with a batarang. Because I'm fierce like that. That made me so mad, though, to find out that I could completely skip by that. And anyway, I make another cut here, and I'm in the front entrance to the medical facility. Ultra Batclaw required yet again to get a Chronicle of Arkham.
He watched as I entered the cell. He smiled as I showed him the knife. I told him how I will use it, how I will cleanse this city. And then, terror. I was paralyzed. I struggled. I screamed, but I was silent. The monster looked at me, expressionless. He ran my blade slowly across my forehead. A smile cracked across his horrible porcelain face, and I heard the filth fall from his mouth. He laughed and called me that horrible name.
Alrighty, that was that, I suppose. And, yeah, as I was explaining earlier, I apologize if this video is not too interesting, but this was meant to be more informative to show where you can get the remaining riddles at in the game. As I said, I like that they have this kind of format, because I definitely love side questing of games. Some of the Legend of Zelda games, even like the new Skyward Sword game, has a lot of that in it, and I absolutely love that.
It must have been Crane. Another one who doesn't deserve to live. Why do these people thrive on chaos? Joker, in particular, desired anarchy. And since his escape will no doubt wreak it upon my city, I feel this is the end for my diary. Joker will be recaptured. My story will be told. I am not afraid. If Arkham becomes my cell, then I will know I did my best. I will be remembered.
Okay then, now I made another cut here. This is the surgery room, I want to say. This was the room where, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the surgery room. We seen there was a Riddler trophy here before, but we couldn't get it because the electric gate was blocking the way. So we need the cryptographic sequencer to get that trophy. And I make another cut yet again. You go back to the main room of the medical facility, and you have to travel in the vent that's above the elevator instead of the actual elevator itself, because for some reason the game forces you to do that. I showed it before, so I didn't think it was necessary to show it again, but you can find an interview tape in here with the cryptographic sequencer.
This is my final interview with Edward. I have gone as far as I can. I can no longer tolerate his mood swings and tantrums. I have more important work to be getting on with. He will be transferred to Dr. Whistler's care as of next week.
Good morning, Doctor. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Edward. You're in a good mood.
I'm always in rare spirits when I'm about to be released.
Edward, you know you don't come up for parole for another 3 years.
First thing I'll do is have dinner at that Italian place on 19th Street.
Seriously, Edward.
I only hope Joker hasn't completely trashed the city. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find out soon enough.
Wait, have you been in contact with the Joker? He escaped Arkham weeks ago.
And yet, one hears things.
What things? What you heard?
Oh, something about a surprise party for Batman. I forget the rest. You know Joker. Yak, yak, yak.
Edward, if you know anything, you've got to tell me. Lives could be at stake. What did Joker say?
You forget, Doctor. I'm the one who asks the riddles.
And that would be the conclusion of Edward Nygma's interview tapes. I don't know if I talked about this before or not. Oh, and by the way, I was in the same area, but I had to make a cut because it took me 10 minutes to figure out that you don't need the cryptographic sequencer to access this riddle. You need the Ultra Batclaw. And it's literally right in front of my nose, too. Hard to believe. Anyway, I was saying Arkham City, the sequel to this game, obviously, actually has interview tapes as well. And it's kind of neat that they keep that because it actually does show some background behind what the criminals were thinking that kind of twists along with the plot line. And we get this little scene here because it means we're very close to figuring out where Riddler's at. Well, in Batman's tracing methods anyway. And that would be it for all the riddles in medical facility. All that's left is the penitentiary. This is the main cell room again. For some reason this door gets locked with electric barrier, so you just use the cryptographic sequencer to break through again. And you use the line launcher here to get across. And over here you should find, if I'm not mistaken, yep, a Chronicle of Arkham. Before I do that though, you do need the cryptographic sequencer here. Well, I guess you don't need it, but in doing so it's easier to get back out. At least I originally thought it was, but it seems like it's taken me a while. There we go, and it turns off the electric buzzing through the water so that you can walk through it safely. But anyway, here's the semi-final Chronicle of Arkham. I'll go ahead and scan.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Even though Amadeus had long since passed, his spirit lived on, surviving, moving through the walls of his asylum. When it chose me, I felt proud. I was honored to continue his work, to cleanse this city. If you are strong-willed enough to follow my tales, you are strong-minded enough to deduce my identity. Come and find me, friend. Together, we will save Gotham.
As I said before, it's pretty obvious who it is. And it was actually convenient that that was the semi-final Chronicle of Arkham because we're actually close to the last Chronicle of Arkham. And I just sped it up because you make your way through the Green Mile room and you will reach in through here back to where the warden was at, as well as Clayface. And I don't know why I sped that up, but I just noticed how funny that is though. But go back to the warden's cell and he's gone, but there's tons of scribbles on the floor.
My name is Quincy Sharp, the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. You have done well to decipher my story, and I pray it has helped you on your path. I trust that through my writings you will do what is right. Please, I implore you, continue my work. This city deserves a savior. Continue my work.
And there you have it. The spirit of Amadeus Arkham was actually the warden, Quincy Sharp himself. And I made a cut here to go back to the room where Joker had filled. Yeah, Joker made a lot of happy gas, or laughing gas, or poison gas, or some kind of gas, green gas, up here in this room. You need the Ultra Bat Claw to make your way across, though. Because you can pull down the wall that takes you over to where the controls for the vent system is. And through the use of the line launcher, we do just that. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, I used the cryptographic sequencer. I don't know that this was really required, but it was used to open up an electrical barrier that's right there where that Riddler trophy's at. I didn't see why that was necessary, but I did it anyway. It did unlock the last challenge, though, at least. And the very last riddle of the game is right there. If you align it just right, scan it,
What?
you've got every single riddle completed.
There is no way you could have beaten me. Well, you asked for it, Batman. My final challenge for the whole of Gotham is just seconds away.
And if you can hear there, the police are after Edward Nygma,
The police.
aka the Riddler.
Cheated, Batman.
Oh, that's...
You couldn't have outsmarted me.
You'll find out if you don't know the Riddler. He always accuses Batman of cheating in order to solve the riddles. But we're just too smart for him. He just won't admit it.
Down on the ground! Down on the ground!
And from the sounds of it, looks like the Riddler's been caught.
How did you work out where I was? Do you hear me? I, Edward Nygma.
Well, that temporarily stopped the Riddler. He does appear again in Arkham City. Physically, I might add. You do get to see him in that game. And there's the switch you hit with the Batarang to turn on the ventilation system. Not that it's necessary at this point, because I did solve every single riddle, but if for some reason you forgot the Prometheus riddle, you can go back down and scan that, which I show right there. I already did it the first time, though, so I don't need to do it again. But yeah, that would be every single riddle of this game. I hope this was worth it. This was meant to be informative, and it was pretty tedious to edit all this, but I felt compelled to do it, so I hope you're happy, and I hope it helps you in any way.
You found Harley Quinn.
And we did not forget about Harley Quinn. There she is. And she will appear again in Arkham City. But anyway, this is ToadinWonderland signing off. Until then, peace out.